Lastly, are we watching a budding alliance between China and Russia here?
I think you've seen over years now these two countries growing close together. Peter asked a question similar to that yesterday. I wouldn't go so far to call it an alliance. Yesterday I called it a marriage of convenience, because that's what I think it is. In President Putin and Russia, President Xi sees a counterweight to American influence and NATO influence, certainly on the continent and elsewhere around the world. In President Xi, President Putin sees a potential backer here. This is a man who doesn't have a whole lot of friends on the international stage. They can count them on one hand mostly. And he really needs and wants President Xi's support for what he's trying to do, because he's blowing through inventory, he's blowing through manpower. His military's getting embarrassed constantly. They've lost greater than 50% of the territory that they took in the first few months of this war. He needs help from President Xi, and that's what this visit was all about. Now, whether it results in anything, we'll see.
Go ahead, Angela.
John, two questions for you. Yeah. Is the U.S. aware if there has now been an official request from Putin to Xi for lethal aid to be used in Ukraine?
I can only go by what we've seen them say today, which obviously was not part of their, at least part of the readout and part of the statements they put out today. I would tell you what I said yesterday remains true. We don't think that China's taken it off the table, but they haven't moved in that direction. We've seen no indication that they're about to or fixing to provide lethal weapons.
And my second question, the president considers Vladimir Putin to be a war criminal. I'm just wondering what it means to President Biden that Putin calls Xi Jinping a friend.
I don't think we're overly exercised about that comment. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, MJ, where they were talking about a relationship without limits, right? Partnership without limits. So we're not going to get all hot and bothered about the use of friends. What we've seen is these are two countries that are growing closer together, that see in each other useful purposes for pushing back, as I said yesterday, for chafing and bristling at a rules-based order around the world. They want to change the rules of that game. In fact, they would love nothing better, both countries, to see the rest of the world play by their rules rather than the ones that are enshrined in the UN Charter and what everybody else is following. So that's what's going on here.
Just, John, to clarify one thing, because this is what Steve asked you, it is regarding the statement, the Russian side speaks positively of China's objective and impartial position on the Ukraine issue. Is the view of this government that China is no longer impartial or is not impartial when it comes to this?
We never said China was an impartial participant here.